Hey, what's happening? What's happening? Hey, y'all, so I've been over here thinking and flowing and shit. So let me go ahead and capture this on camera. Let me go ahead and, you know what I mean, and share my thoughts and opinions to men and women out there who, are interested in hearing a perspective that really ain't really put out like that. It ain't really forced upon our people, but I think it needs to be. Because we do have an issue in this dating scene. We have a lot of men who just won't commit to women. They just don't. Um, and that makes us ask the question, why? Why aren't these men committing to women? Why aren't these men committing to women? These women definitely want men. And these men actually do want women. But ladies, let me try to get comfortable so I can go ahead and get into it. Why don't men want you? Because the majority of you are too masculine. The majority of you, let me put it up in the grand scheme of things, I'm just gonna put it out there. Most of you are just unattractive. You're just unattractive. You do things that men don't like. You carry yourselves in ways that men don't respect. We have a infatuation with women who think it's okay to act like hoes and thoughts. They really truly look up to Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B and that's that class of black people. They really look up to that. They really truly look up to that. And at the end of the day, those women are not what most men desire. We just don't. We just don't. We just don't. We don't want our women always dressing half naked. Most men, and listen, I'm not talking about the ghetto sector of black America. I'm talking about the regular, everyday Joe Schmo man. We ain't talking about hood niggas and all that. We ain't talking about none of that. We talking about regular black men who ain't on the hood shit. Regular men. So what I'm saying might go against what hood men want. So hood men do want, a certain type of woman. And that woman in a lot of cases does resemble the Megan Thee Stallions and the Cardi B's and the Nicki Minaj's. And look at two of those women I just mentioned are married. But look at the men that they're married. Those men don't get no respect. Offset don't get no respect from men. He ain't what we want to, He ain't what we want to brag about. He ain't got no real dignity. He ain't a dignified man. He represent the streets. And so does his wife. The same go for Nicki and her husband. They represent the streets. But most of us aren't like that. But that's the image that the media wants to portray when it comes to black Americans. Is that we just a bunch of hood rats and hoodlums. And we ain't. We're just not that. And so if you're not a hood rat woman, listen, this is what I'm going to say to you. I'm going to give you the code. I'm going to give you the secret sauce. If you are not a hood rat woman and you truly desire a man who's not a hood nigga, a hood man, a man who don't represent the streets, if that's not what you want, then do everything that Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, and Nicki Minaj everything that they do the opposite. Do the opposite. Don't speak vulgar, meaning don't speak when you're speaking to people, speak with class and speak with dignity. Don't use a lot of profanity. Because men just find that unattractive. That's masculine to us. Don't wear skimpy clothes. It always got your breasts revealed in short shorts or short dresses and skirts that you always got to pull down. What the fuck you wearing it for if you always got to worry about how short it is? Just don't put it on. Stop wearing these long ass fingernails. Now listen, I'm real particular on nails. So if you with me, your nails gotta get done. But you gotta be able to function on the day to day without being all weird and you know what I mean. Your fingernails, you gotta position your fingernails all weird to do shit. Nah, just cut them down. You know, if they're about a quarter inch above your where your finger ends, that's fine. But those long 3-inch nails, that shit's ghetto. That's all ghetto shit. We don't like it. It's not attractive to us. The designs might be cute and pretty, but that ain't what we want. You can't be truly functional with no long ass nails like that. It don't make sense. Animals that have long nails like that use their nails for defense. We're humans. We don't need to use our nails for defense. We got other ways to defend ourselves. Cut them shits down, man. What else? It's just so much. All the makeup that they wear, the loud hair, the green hair, the blue hair, the purple hair. I remember a couple years ago, women were wearing gray hair, which is the weirdest fucking thing. What the fuck you doing at 25 years old wearing gray hair? You 25 wearing gray hair. It don't make any sense. All this extreme hair. And we truly don't, most black men would say we truly really don't even like the straight hair. We prefer your shit to be dreaded. You know what I mean? It's some type of natural style that's feminine. A feminine natural style. But a lot of us would be like, you know what? That's just kind of part of it. We can't have the absolutely dream woman. So listen, if you want to have wear your hair straight, a lot of times we'll give you a pass on that, right? So we prefer it natural, but if you do got it straightened, most of us will give you a pass. What else? I talked about the hair, I talked about the nails, I talked about the heavy makeup. And when I say heavy makeup, if you look like a totally different person when you put makeup on, that ain't cool with us. That ain't cool. The makeup is intended to cover blemishes. It's not intended for you to transform as a person. So if it makes you look like a totally different person, we you know what I mean? We don't want it. Another thing that as nobody really talks about is we don't like attention-seeking women. So don't be the loudest one. You know what I mean? Don't just, most men, we're just laid back and conservative. We don't want you to be the loudest one and you know what I mean? That shit, it's just embarrassing, really. It's really embarrassing. And there's so many other different things. Like I said, the way you dress, stop wearing the most provocative. Listen, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'm gonna sum it up. I'm gonna sum it up to what we really want. We want a woman with class and dignity. We want a woman that's safe, not a woman who's just out there. A woman who knows how to shut her mouth up. A woman who doesn't always have to be seen and heard. But just her presence alone demands respect. You understand what I'm saying? And so a safe way to be, like I said, a lot of these female entertainers, these female rappers, if they're a certain way, then you probably could bank on it that you probably shouldn't be that way. Because a lot of the things that they've been teaching y'all, a lot of the things they've been rapping to y'all, it might been women empowerment. It might empower you as women, but it also keeps you from getting a man, because y'all, the difference between them and y'all is that they're well known and they're well paid. Y'all live average lives, and y'all don't get the attention that they get. So when you come and say the same things that they're saying, You know what I mean? You're just unattractive. You're just, no matter how pretty you may be. So I think a lot of women think just because you're pretty that you could just get a man. That ain't how it is anymore. Men don't really, we get infatuated with the look for about 2-3 weeks, but after that, what else you got to offer? Yeah, you pretty. Yeah, you're beautiful. But what else? What else? What else you got to offer me? Excuse me. So, that's my little spiel. I wanted to speak on why men don't want most women. Because most don't. Most of y'all are just unattractive. Know how to be feminine. I'm gonna tell y'all another secret. Stop listening to the rap music. Stop it. Cut it out. Cut it out. Stop listening to rap music. Stop it. Cut the rap music out. Put on R&B so you can tap into your feminine shit. Y'all listen to rap music like y'all men, and that rap music does make men more hard than what we probably should be. But it's doing the same thing to y'all. Stop smoking. Leave the weed and the cigarettes alone. Y'all smoke like men. Like, a lot of the shit that y'all do is just unattractive, ladies. It's just unattractive. And I'm not saying this to bash anybody. I'm just saying it because I love you. And I want you all to know the recipe to getting a man. Because at the end of the day, what's happening is that y'all are way late to the game. Y'all, instead of y'all up here trying to master your femininity and to master your wife duties and wife skills, at 18 to 21, y'all out here in these streets collecting dicks. That's all y'all doing, collecting dicks, collecting single experiences. But you're not honing on what it truly means and what it truly takes to be a good wife to a man. And so y'all get about 28 to 30, 32, and you like, oh, okay, cool, it's time for me to settle down. Well, you 10 years too late, baby. You 10 years too late. You 10 years too late. You really don't truly know how to interact with a man. You don't know how to be a good woman to a man. You might be a hell of a friend, but you know how to be a good woman to a man. And then you've been so damaged just based off of our society, and you're at an age where you feel like you've done been through life, and you've done been established. You at a point now to where you feel like you got just as much say so as a man. So you meet a man, you gonna tell this man what you will and will not allow and all this. That's why y'all single. It ain't no more catering to men no more. It's I work just as much as you. What you gonna do for me? It's always some aggressive type shit. Ladies, listen, if you are 18-year-old young lady, listen, don't follow what these old heads been doing. When I say old heads, I mean anybody over 25. Don't follow what they been doing, because it ain't working. You 18, 21, 22, 23, 24, listen, you focus on whatever it is that you want to do as far as your career. I'm not telling you to not have a career, because most men will require you to contribute financially in some way. Some won't. Some men got it like that. But most will. So while you focusing on your career, what's going to be more important is focusing on how to be a good wife to your man. So it's important for you to find a good man. And a man not always going to be around your age. So if you 18, he's not, your man might not be 18, 19, 20, 21. Your man might be 25, 30. And that's just facts. I know that's taboo in our society, but that's just facts. So you might have to go up a little bit in order to get somebody who's going to provide that security and stability for you, so you can actually grow as a woman. And I'm not saying that you should go with a man that's 30 years old. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that you may have to. You might find an exceptional 21-year-old who's able to help you grow as a woman and be a great wife to him. You might find that. But however you swing it, however you do it, what I'm saying is that don't follow the model that these women have been setting for you. The majority of these women have been setting for you, because it's just not right. And what they're going to do is continue to have you late in the game, have you playing catch up. When you 28 years old, you got 10 years out your mama house. You're 28 years old, and you finally trying to find out how to be a wife to a man, and then you be like, all right, I'm ready to be a wife. I'm 28, I'm 30, I'm ready to be a wife. Baby, you just too late. And it's not, and what y'all gonna be like, oh, I found my man when I was 32. I found my man when I was 35. I'm not saying that you can't do it at a later date, at a later age. I'm not saying that you can't do it. I'm just saying it's usually more difficult. It's usually more difficult. Because the reason it's more difficult is because you have more trauma. You dealing with all these men that didn't play these games, your heart's gonna harden. You're gonna become more bitter. So why collect dicks? Just get one early on and be the best woman you can be for him. Stop allowing all this trauma. Stop allowing all this drama in your life, and be more selective of the men that you pick. And if the man ain't speaking the right language to you, don't deal with him. Don't deal with him. Just don't deal with him. A lot of y'all just be entertaining these men who y'all know y'all shouldn't be fucking with. But he might have crazy swag. He might be swagged out. He might have some good sex. You know, he this shit that don't really matter at the end of the day. But y'all ain't valuing how his decision making is. Y'all ain't valuing how, you know, how much of a family man he is. Y'all ain't valuing that, you know, he's really focusing on building his finances. Y'all ain't really valuing that he really considers you, you know what I mean, whenever he's doing shit, whenever he's planning his day to day. You don't value that kind of thing. You don't value, and this is really important, you don't value that he's mild-tempered. And then when he's upset, he really knows how to approach you and how to have a conversation with you without disrespecting you. Y'all don't value that shit. It's all about he got crazy swag. Oh girl, he's sexy. Oh girl, look at he driving a Magnum or a Charger. Oh girl, oh girl, I know he in the streets, girl, but man, come on, cut that shit out. That shit's dead. That shit's dead. This hood rat shit that we got going on in the black community, we gonna eradicate that shit. That shit's dead. That shit's corny. We're better than that. We're not a hood rat class of people. We're better than that. We're better than that. And I'm tired of us. We're always being represented by the hood rats. We ain't hood rats. We ain't hood rats. So that's my piece. I say all this with love. I sincerely do. Nothing I said today was malicious, and nothing I said today is going to lead you in the wrong direction. Nothing I said today will lead you in the wrong direction. It's all about being better. All of us. Seek to become better. Don't think that where you are right now is where you need to be. Become better. Let the aggression go. Let the bitterness go. Leave the trauma behind. If you can't do it yourself, go see a therapist. Become the best you that you can be. That's all I'm saying. And when you become that, when you truly become that, and that doesn't look like I don't need a man for shit. That ain't the best you that you can be. That ain't the best you that you can be, because you actually do need a man. And we need y'all. So whatever kind of trauma y'all got going on and whatever bitterness that y'all got going on, find a way to release that shit. And find a way to submit yourself to a man so that you can be of service to him. I say that all of this out of love, y'all. I want the black community to thrive. I want black love to thrive. And I'm tired of the representations that we have in our society. I'm sick of it. So I'm giving you advice from me to you, because this is what I see. If you got any comments, you got anything that you want to add, drop it down in the comment section. Holla at you.